What's up guys, and as always, thanks for tuning into MillerBricks, and today we're going to be looking at how to make awesome flower bouquets. And we are going to be using some botanical sets, some mocks, and it's going to look really cool, so let's get started.
What we're going to do first is just build a few of these to be kind of like a filler for our pot, so the actual flowers will pop more. So, let's get started with this.
As I start this, you can pick this up incredibly easily at the Lego store. You just have to buy like $25 worth of Lego botanical sets and you get this for free. So do that as many times so you can get a ton of these to make a totally awesome bouquet.
Alright, so we are now finished. So what we can do, set these aside, put those extra pieces away, and we're ready to move on to the next set. Alright, so next up we've got this little daffodil set, and it is really, really pretty, and they don't necessarily go, but if we can just use maybe just the whites or just the yellows, we can throw like a unique color in. So let's see what we end up doing with these. So next up, I made these kind of like red flower bud things using a similar technique to the dandelions, and basically you just use different colors and it makes a nice, cool, pretty red bud. So what we're gonna do is, this is gonna look like a tree for a second, but you'll see what I'm doing. We'll attach a few of these cylinder pieces, and then we'll attach one of these to slide through it. That way we can get kind of a weird thing. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to separate it first so we can make it longer. So I'm going to put one on the bottom, and then I am going to also put one on the top. That way we can make this a little bit longer and make it look like more of a organic flower than some of the other ones, because the other ones are really straight. So it'll be good to get a little bit of curvature in this bouquet. So we're gonna do something like that, and this one is gonna have to be a little shorter. But what we can also do is we can throw just a few of these in our bouquet. I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute. And now we're going to move on to how to set up the pot for the bouquet. So for the pot, what you're going to want to do is grab probably about 500 of these blue cheese slopes in slightly different colors of blue if you have them. You're going to want to mix it up. And then what you're going to want to do is just start simply inserting some of the flowers you chose. Let me fix my camera angle, sorry. And let's zoom out. There we go. What you're gonna want to do is just gently insert those into the water until they touch the bottom. And you're just gonna want to do this with all of your new flowers. And this one has slightly a weird color scheme just because I wanted to display all of your potential possibilities when you do this. So most of ones I would recommend sticking to a slightly more formal color scheme, because you can get really almost all of these for cheap. And one thing that I wanted to add before we finished were more of these, and what we're gonna do is we're going to attach them on like this, just in random spots along these. I just think it looks like a lot better if you have just more foliage within the what's it called, bouquet. It just makes like some of the more interesting colors pop. So let's just drop those in there, and maybe even drop a few leaves to like just show that they're kind of falling off of the plants, and it kind of just makes it look a tiny bit more pretty. So let's look at this. Once again, this is not what I would recommend you do. This is just an example to show you what you can do with the sets. So you can choose between doing like, say, a red and white. That would be really nice, or just these crystal clear dandelions and the other straws and maybe just make it pop with different colors. And as I mentioned earlier, right now you can get this set right here. It comes with that plant, and the other dandelion in the back if you just buy $25 more worth of botanical sets. And that is a steal of a deal for Lego. Let me just tell you, as a Lego fan, they do not drop good gift with purchase like that often at all. So you can just buy one of these Bouquet building sets and you can get those ones for free. If you have a Lego store near you, you can spend like $10 and get all of that water. So I'm telling you, that's a good deal. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope you go out and enjoy this as much as I did.